My name is Roger Schuyler, and I'm currently a building and construction trades teacher here at Huntington Park High. And I teach 2 levels. So we take kids through a 2-year sequence of learning about a little bit about how you use materials and put things together, the design phase, the planning phase, and on into more complex projects.
All right, so we're gonna use the saw over there. This one right here, yellow one right here. And we're gonna cut this 2x4.
Our philosophy here in the shop class is learn by doing. You want to get something in someone's hands. You want to make it a different experience than an English class.
What we're gonna do first is we're gonna lay the 2x4 here away from the saw. We're gonna measure this out. I'm gonna cut it around 12 inches, 1 feet.
Get your hands on tools, learn about how materials are used, and create something.
Mark it down. And get my speed square. We're gonna line it up, measure it right, make sure it's on the line. Make a line right there. Then we're gonna double check it. Safety glasses on. I'm gonna just make sure it's on the line centered right there. You gotta wait till the saw is all the way down and then until it stops going. And then you can lift it back up and you got your cut.
End result is it opens up opportunities for your career choices as well. It really does have that effect on you. You get that kind of feel for what it is to work together on something and accomplish it.
So this is our shed. We made this, we started this a couple months ago?
Yeah, we did this for like a model that we were supposed to do for our construction competition.
Yeah, we made one last year, a more simple one. It was more just 4 walls, roof, door, window, that was it. This is more, I guess a bit more complicated. I think we have one California corner over here. They worked on all of this. I helped in just mainly the studs, nailing it in.
Studs are these things right here, or the little spacing that we have in between it. It's mostly just for like the walls could actually like stay up as a wall. The first time I actually had to do the roof right here, I have to figure out the spacing in between these 2 corners right here. I have to figure out the spacing between these ones, this one, this one. This one I remember it was 15 and a half. This one was 14 and 1/4. This one was 16 and 3/16, and this one was 15 and 1/4.
Well, it certainly is empowers me as a teacher to do what I can, again, to bring more opportunities for them. One of the things we learn when you progress through using tools in the shop and learning how we build things, both as project work, but also in residential construction, which we touch on pretty well in the 2nd year through some of our bigger projects, is to learn some of the tools that's necessary to do that. And the gold standard of those tools is found right here. That tool is a circular saw.
All right, so right now I'm gonna lay the 2x4 here on top of the table, measure out to at least 28 inches, mark it down. Then with the speed square, I line up, draw my line with the pencil, make sure it's exactly on 28, as it is. Make sure the cable of the skill saw is behind you, so it doesn't get in the way when you're cutting. Make sure you have space in front of it so the skill saw doesn't jump back at you, and then cut.
Because we are very union sponsored, that's where a lot of their work is, and we progress through to that. And by the time they're out of the class or getting ready to graduate, they have those opportunities to take those skill sets, that knowledge of what it's like, and go on and make good choices towards their career.
I'm not really that well when it comes to like reading and doing like a bunch of essays. Like I still do it, just that doesn't not my thing. Like I had no passion with it. But with carpentry, it's like I can work with my hands. I can talk to people. I can like ask them like, oh, help me, or I can help them. So like It's really just like a community type thing, so I can like work with my hands and like I get tired at all. And having the mindset of like being able to take a drawing or like a plan and making it actual like exist like this that we just did right now is pretty amazing too. We can just look at it, see the directions that we need to do, follow it, and then we have it here.
You have to bring a certain level of passion with you, no matter what it is. To think that you're always going to find it, it's not going to be there always. You have to search within and say, look, I'm going to bring an attitude of learning, teachability. And if you're open, you don't know how that's going to translate into your future and your career.
Some of my family members still work in construction, but I've never really was completely interested in it because I didn't get the chance to like experience it myself. I just like saw them do it. But now that I have, I think it's actually pretty cool.
There's nothing better than experience. Some of you guys that have had some experience, you can attest to that, because when you first use the miter saw, it's a little scary. It's a little hard, right? Then you get good at it and it becomes natural. It's just, you know how to cut.
This is kind of just where we keep the tools in general. So we just come in here. He gives us the freedom to come in here if we need something. But I use like one of these for, they're like edges, and these are actually pretty nice.
Learning this, I learned last year when I joined construction for our competition. And I thought all of the saw stuff, skill saw, this saw, I thought everything was kind of like scary. I didn't really want to touch it. I was more into like hammers, cement, all that stuff. But this is, I think it's the easiest saw you could use.
That's the birdhouse. We did a birdhouse. That's my buddy Carlos right there. That's me holding it, you know. Planning is really helpful for like things in the future, like you want to do. I don't know, you want to build a house in Minecraft, you want to do something cool, you got to plan it out, you know, get the materials, see how big it is, you know. Especially for the big houses. Resources too, you know, you got to learn how to use your resources correctly.
Yeah, I mean, things are always messing up in your house, you know. You can't always have somebody to be fixing stuff for you, so you could fix stuff yourself, or you could give some stuff like to people that really appreciate that kind of stuff. You could give them, you could make them a little something, you know.
We're trying to be that middle buffers training center where they're not, you know, wow, I didn't know I had to know this. No, they're gonna know. This is what's required, this is the type of work you do. So that's kind of our vision here at HP, to make it a direct pipeline to these career jobs in construction. They've shown through their interests, they definitely are looking this way. They've turned their head toward the journey of this particular career pathway. And it's a journey, and want to give them everything they can to make an informed choice what to do.